Well, every time I interact with visitors and explain our stories to them, I always get a very surprised response. People are always very enthusiastic to learn more about these stories and how the scientific knowledge coincides. But whales are very important to Quandamooka people as well. They make up part of our kinship system.
So there's been a long ongoing history and knowledge about whales that migrate past Minjerribah and on Quandamooka country, and so there's cultural aspects to our relationship with the whales, as well as the growing role that the Quandamooka people want to play in terms of the conservation research and education of the broader public about the whales. For us, the whale facility is it's a great way for us to ensure that we are positively researching, positively educating the public, and also demonstrating what cultural links we have to whales as well. So for us, it's a fantastic opportunity, and it's a beautifully designed facility that's going to be attracting not only great tour groups, education groups, but is a great way for people to learn about Quandamooka culture as well.
We've done aerial surveys in the past to look at that migratory corridor, and we've found that it's about 80% of the whales going past are within about 5 kilometres of the point, which makes it a fantastic place to stand on the shore and watch this amazing procession of whales going past. The East Australian population of humpback whales, although there's lots of them now, the story wasn't always as happy. They were subjected to whaling in the 1950s and early 1960s in particular. They took about 700 whales per year of the migratory whales as they were going past. And then in the very last year they went out, they only managed to catch about 60 whales. We now think that the population went from somewhere around 30,000 whales down to just a few hundred. Everybody more or less forgot about the whales until the late 1970s, when a guy called Robert Patterson and his wife Patricia started noticing the odd whale going past. This transformed itself in the early 1980s into university-led surveys, as well as Robert and Patricia keeping going with their surveys as well. Now those two surveys gave us more or less the same result, and they showed a really nice steady rate of increase of the whales over time. Happily now, at the last survey, we know that the whales are back to about 30,000. Really important that people realise that the main information for that, and some of the main information that was used, came in fact from Yalingbila. So it's an incredibly important site, not just for the humpback whales, but also for conservation of whales in general. The main focus for us at the whale shelter will be the acoustics. So we see this both as a research tool for us, looking at the whale songs and the patterns of the songs, but we also see it as a really important educational tool for explaining to the public about whale communication and also about underwater noise.
It's a #1 spot for anyone from any country. When they come here, they will not be disappointed, I can guarantee you that. And when the whale migrations come through, it's just amazing. You don't have to wait for very long, and you'll just see more and more whales coming through because their numbers have been steadily increasing